Well done.
Thanks. Hi, and welcome.
Congratulations. We've done it.
Breathe in the sweet smell of success, because we did it.
We did what we had to do to cross that finish line. And dang, does it feel good.
Despite various struggles we faced mentally, physically, or academically, we charged forward.
Your path may have been like mine, or different, but no matter what you sacrificed, you made it.
Why SNHU? It is a question we have all pondered at one point or another as we're closing this chapter of obtaining something that was once a distant dream.
Throughout our time at SNHU, we've formed bonds that transcend boundaries of geography, culture, and background.
I've been inspired by the diverse ideas, the supportive community, and the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines SNHU.
It wasn't just about the knowledge gained. It was about the newfound confidence, the resilience I discovered within myself.
I learned invaluable qualities about myself, such as my level of tenacity and perseverance.
Embrace what makes you special and wear it fearlessly as you enter whatever comes next.
Fear is a choice. Just because we feel it does not mean we have to choose it.
Go for that next degree. Go for that job that you're not qualified for.
There may be challenges that you come across in life, but all you have to do is learn to adapt or a way that works best for you and you can accomplish it.
We have all been granted an amazing opportunity to use our education to change the world.
Let our collective experiences, challenges, and triumphs inspire us to approach the future with creativity, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of excellence.
My advice for my fellow graduates is to forever persevere.
You don't ever have to stop. Never stop dreaming. Never stop.
The wealth of knowledge, the breadth of skills, and the depth of our abilities to achieve greatness in all our endeavors.
Approach your future goals with the determination and consistency you did in pursuing your degree, and there is no limit to what your future holds.
Way to go, class of 2024.
Our future is bright, and our journey is just beginning.
President LeBlanc, esteemed trustees, distinguished guests, colleagues, family, and friends of the graduates, I am honored to present to you the faculty and students of the School of Arts, Sciences, and Education at Southern New Hampshire University. They are led into the arena today by Professor of Justice Studies, Craig Wiggin. The School of Arts, Sciences, and Education includes a diverse array of academic programs led by award-winning faculty who are world-renowned experts in their fields, who push our students to find and break through their limits. Under their tutelage and mentoring, our graduates completed challenging schedules of coursework in these fields, learning how to be better writers, chemists and game programmers, teachers, biologists, sociologists, graphic designers, art historians, and more. More importantly, however, they have learned how to ask challenging questions, how to respond to answers that make them uncomfortable, and to challenge authority when it is unjust, uninformed, or arbitrary. Our graduates represent the most recent generation of critical thinkers in a long line of liberal arts graduates, but they face unprecedented challenges. Wars of territorial conquest, social media, and AI represent dangerous threats, even as new technologies represent opportunities to make our world better. These graduates are walking into increasingly dangerous weather in both literal and metaphorical senses, but we send them out confidently, knowing that they carry the legacy of generations of liberal arts education with modern tools, perspectives, skills, and sensibilities, and a profound, unwavering sense of right and wrong. This class, which joined SNHU at the height of the COVID pandemic, accomplished great things despite some of the most challenging public health and political crises in our nation's history. It is especially poignant as many missed their own high school graduations. They have lost loved ones, faced social isolation, and rebuilt a college community. We have surely learned as much from them as we have offered in return. We thank, too, the faculty and staff of our school, whose commitment, expertise, and selflessness have shaped our graduates. They bankrupt themselves in giving to our students, but the return on that investment is infinite. For their service, for the many ways, large and small, that they have nurtured and challenged our graduates, we are deeply in their debt. Graduates, this country, this world needs you. You face monumental, potentially existential challenges that will define your generation. We believe you will overcome them, and we hope that you will draw on the lessons you have learned with us in these last 4 years. We wish you every success and our heartfelt congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Diego Nochetti, Dean of the School of Business, and I am pleased to introduce the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's School of Business programs. Led today by Dr. Leslie Campbell. The students graduating today have shown great dedication and resilience in facing challenges. They have actively sought and have often provided help when needed. They have immersed themselves in a wealth of experiential learning opportunities, from community projects and national competitions to internships and projects involving business clients. In doing so, they have acquired vital skills: analytical thinking, creativity, leadership, communication, and an entrepreneurial spirit. Each student, in their own unique way and chosen career path, has proven ready to embark on successful careers and make a positive impact on the world. Through these actions, they have demonstrated academic excellence. Importantly, these achievements were not accomplished in isolation. The support from their families and friends has been invaluable, as has been the guidance from our faculty. One of our students expressed this beautifully. They said, "The best thing about the professors in the School of Business here at Southern New Hampshire University is they strive to do more than just teach. They strive to relate to us, students, and build personal relationships and really foster them. I always get the feeling that they really want success for us, students. So that is a good feeling." That is what they said. In other words, our faculty doesn't just impart knowledge. They empower our students, help them become resilient, prepare them for their careers, and inspire them to be agents of change. I am immensely honored and proud to lead such a dedicated faculty, and equally proud of our students for their remarkable accomplishments and for the promise of what they are yet to achieve. Please join me again in welcoming the newest graduates of SNHU business programs.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Kyle Viator, Dean of the School of Engineering, Technology, and Aeronautics. It is an honor to welcome you all here and to present our seniors processing into the arena this morning. President LeBlanc, Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, family, friends, faculty, and colleagues, please join me in welcoming the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's School of Engineering, Technology, and Aeronautics, or CETA. Faculty and graduates are being led by Professor Jared Rounds, Assistant Professor of Construction Management, who, through real-world experiences in his classroom, have expanded the knowledge and ability of his students and proven their value to the construction field. Our graduates have solved real-life problems in our laboratories and design hubs as CETA's faculty and staff have guided them through a rigorous hands-on curriculum. These graduates have the essential skills necessary to succeed in their careers, such as critical and innovative thinking, viewing problems as chances for discovery, and working collaboratively with team members to solve complex problems. They have acquired the knowledge, professional dispositions, and competencies they need to succeed in their careers. They've been trained to research, invent, analyze, build, and secure products and services, and they will do so with the ability to engage professionally and with integrity and to serve the broader community. Many of our graduates have managed to successfully complete their studies while supporting a family, working full-time, or juggling other life challenges. During this process, they've not only achieved competence in their chosen majors, but have also developed or enhanced the ingenuity, grit, and adaptability that will help them to be successful in their careers and professional lives. We congratulate our graduates, and we also thank the many faculty, advisors, and staff who have contributed to the success of these learners. Your work will have a lifelong positive impact on the lives of these graduates. Congratulations to the newest graduates of SNHU's CETA programs. Thank you.
Graduates, you may be seated. Good morning on this glorious day. I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, University Provost here at Southern New Hampshire University, and it is my great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, our faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are with us here today or watching via live stream. We are thrilled to be celebrating the Southern New Hampshire University class of 2024. And now I ask, if you are able, please rise for the singing of our national anthem. I'm delighted that our national anthem will be sung this morning by one of our 2024 graduates, Nicole Tarantino.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air,
Please join me in another thank you to Nicole. Congratulations on your commencement. What a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. This year, we have graduates from all 50 states and U.S. territories, 49 countries, and a wide range of cultures and faith traditions. Our ceremony today takes place on the ancestral lands of the Abenaki Nation in our city, Manchester, a city built on the backs of immigrants and of working people. So now please join me in a moment of silence, whether in simple contemplation or prayer. Remember that our success has its roots with those who came before us, including loved ones who are no longer with us. Let them all be present with you today in your heart. And now it is my great honor and privilege to introduce our platform party. I will ask you to stand when I call you by name or announce you by group, and please remain standing throughout the introductions of the platform party. Leading this morning's procession was our mace bearer and our 2023 Excellence in Teaching Award winner, Professor Kathy Willis. I am delighted that we are joined this morning by representatives from the SNHU Board of Trustees, our Chair of the Board, Winnie Lerner, Howard Brodsky, Grady Burnett, SNHU graduate Maribel Duran, Lisa Girton, Mary Ellen McGuire, and Diane Trineski. And also representatives from the academic and executive leadership teams of the university. Finally, I'm pleased that we're here today with honorary degree recipient Mark Woulette, longtime SNHU board chair and graduate of the SNHU class of 1977. And also our alumni speaker and our student speaker. Thank you to all. Please be seated. It's always a great pleasure for me to take a moment to recognize, thank, and acknowledge our longtime closed caption provider, Deborah Knapp, and our sign language interpreters, Heather Geiser and Kristen Chenoweth Curdy. Thank you for all you do. And finally, but don't stand up yet, I want to take a moment, and I am so privileged and honored to introduce the president of Southern New Hampshire University, Dr. Paul J. LeBlanc. As many of you know, in December, Paul announced that he would be stepping down from his role as our president at Southern New Hampshire University, and our graduation ceremonies this weekend will be his last. Paul has been our president here at SNHU for 21 years. And under Paul's leadership, SNHU has transformed from a small regional university to an internationally known leader in higher education, having grown from 2,500 students to more than 250,000 learners around the world. And like many of us in the room, Paul is a first-generation college graduate. He immigrated to the United States from Canada when I believe you were 3 years old, Paul. His parents, both of whom had 8th grade educations, worked tirelessly to support the family. Paul is the youngest of 5 children, and he was the first person in his extended family to attend college. This experience fueled his vision and passion to ensure that higher education become more accessible and powerful for more people. In the 21 years that Paul has been president, more than 200,000 students have earned their Southern New Hampshire University degrees. As you know, at SNHU, we're very proud of all students whom we serve. And we often talk about the ripple effects of earning a college degree. Paul, under your leadership and with your commitment to accessible, empowering higher education, you have caused far more than ripples. You have inspired and led waves of impact and changed thousands of lives and learners around the world. So to honor you and continue your legacy and work, I'm pleased to share with everyone that we have established the President Paul J. LeBlanc Scholarship Fund to help first-generation college students achieve their dreams. Paul, as you embark on the next chapter in what will be a wonderful journey going forward, please know that your impact and your legacy will be felt for generations to come. So on behalf of the entire Southern New Hampshire University community, I extend our deepest gratitude for your leadership, for your love, for your unwavering commitment to our learners. Please join me in recognizing President Paul J. LeBlanc.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. And as Lisa said, I am the president of Southern New Hampshire University for another 8 weeks. What she didn't tell you is that she is my successor, and SNHU will be in very, very good hands. I always joke at these at graduation about it, like, you can tell who's the president because you have 4 stripes on your sleeve and you get this big medallion. You get to wear the bling. And on the back are the names of everyone who's been president. And I looked down, and this year they added my name in 2024. So this is essentially a very expensive pink slip. It says, this is time to go. And I'm thrilled that this is the class, this will be the final class that I'll say goodbye to, because this is a heroic class. This is the class that began most of you, your higher education journey during the pandemic. We asked a lot. It was tough. You were courageous, you were resilient, you were gritty, you were brave. I'm really proud that you are my last class at Southern New Hampshire University before I step down from this role. Thank you. I want to take a minute, if you'll indulge me, because I almost never spend much time talking about the people of SNHU at graduation, because I want to talk about you. This is your day. So families, if you'll forgive me for a moment. But I want to address the faculty and the staff here. I know higher education pretty well. If you're as old as I am and you've been around long enough and you have lots of colleagues at other institutions, you sort of see what the landscape of our industry looks like. I can tell you, graduates and families, that there's not a more dedicated group of faculty and of staff anywhere in American higher education. We don't use the word enough, but our staff and faculty love you. They love our students. I've heard the way they talk about you. You drive them crazy sometimes. I saw the Monday reports after the weekend. I know what some of you do on a Saturday night. But even then, the dedication to what you do drives this faculty and drives this staff. These are some of the finest human beings in higher education, and it has been an honor for me to be their colleague these last 21 years. But even better are the people in this room, the people who are graduating, and I want to give you just a sample. And I'm going to ask you to stand up if you hear a name. Tanner, wherever you are. Tanner's a bright mechanical engineer and graduate of our School of Engineering. Her passion for engineering, which started in high school, where she translated a love of art into an affection for building and soldering, and now she's expanded that into her studies here at SNHU. She's graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering and a minor in robotics, and she will be taking her talents to an internship in Texas this summer, designing and troubleshooting components for trains. Tanner's going to join her older sister, a personal role model for her, and another bright young woman in STEM as a first-generation graduate. Amazing. I got to meet her earlier. We also, I want Lean to stand up. Lean is a student athlete. He immigrated from Brazil at age 16, another fellow immigrant. He adapted to a new language and environment. He's excelled. He graduated high school with a 4.0 GPA. At SNHU, Lean managed to balance her responsibilities as an RA. She was captain of the volleyball team, a team impact fellow, all while maintaining a stellar academic record. Last November, she couldn't make graduation. She was competing in the NCAA East Regional Championship and had to miss her own commencement. So she's here today, 1 year late, but we're going to celebrate nevertheless, graduating with a BS in Business Administration and has started her master's. Darvin, wherever you are, please stand up for a moment. Darvin is another first generation student graduate from Nepal. In 6 short years, Darvin, since he immigrated to the US, has learned English, graduated high school, served in the Army National Guard, and completed his bachelor's degree, and we celebrate his accomplishments today. And I love the way that Darvin talks about this accomplishment because he talks about it in terms of an accomplishment for his family. Recognizing that this graduation today is not only about you, but all of these folks who supported you and the generations that follow. And I say this with a certain level of poignancy here because as a first generation college graduate, I see the way that college changed the trajectory of my 2 daughters' lives. They have lives that are very different because I was able to get access to good quality, affordable college. And next month, we're going to welcome our first grandchild into the world. And I know that grandchild's life will be very different because of my faculty and my staff. And finally, Kayleigh, who's our student speaker today. Kayleigh grew up in Dubai. She moved to Malaysia, and she decided to make the move to America at only age 16 to pursue her college degree. Since arriving here, she's embraced every opportunity to immerse herself in campus life. She's been a penman guide, she's been an RA, she's been involved with the International Student Association, she's involved in our esports program, and today, at only 19, she's graduating and has a full-time job waiting for her in the esports industry. She's amazing. Someday she'll have her master's, and she tells me her PhD, and I'm looking forward to greeting Dr. Kayleigh when I next run into her. Thank you, Kayleigh. Honestly, I could say something about everyone in the room today. You are remarkable. We'd have to push graduation back in the afternoon until tonight. It would take a lot of time, so I won't do that. But I do want to say we're incredibly proud of the class of 2024. Many of you did your degree in record speed. Most of you did it in 4 years. Some of you may have needed an extra semester or a summer to get there. We get that. That's not uncommon. But I hope you'll allow me to consider myself an honorary member of the class of 24 because I'm graduating after 21 years at SNHU, and I will join you out in the world after today. Thank you so much. For each of our ceremonies, a student speaker is chosen through a selection process led by a university committee. That student provides remarks on behalf of all of their classmates. Please join me in welcoming Kayleigh An Philip to the podium as your student speaker.
Hi, everyone. Quite a bit shorter than President, so give me a second to adjust this slightly. My warmest greetings to President LeBlanc, the Board of Trustees, distinguished faculty, treasured staff, family, friends, and of course, to my fellow SNHU graduates of the class of 2024, and the reason that we are all gathered here today in celebration. I know this has been said many times already today, but for many of us in this class of 24, we started at the height of the pandemic. Can you believe that it's been 4 years? Let that sink in for a bit. We rose triumphantly from the rubbles of the pandemic with a degree. I remember being in my final year of high school when we heard about the lockdown, and me and my friends, we all cheered. 2 weeks of online school, we get to stay home all day, to play video games, although very badly, and none of us actually expected the tumultuous period that we would have to go through. We didn't know that we would have our lives uprooted, any sense of normalcy gone, being thrown into lockdown. Back then, I thought all of it was so unfair. I couldn't believe that my prom was getting canceled, that I wouldn't be able to walk and graduate with everyone else who had done so before me. And all of that just led to a really bad period. I stayed in my room day in and day out, waiting for things to get better. But one day, in August of 2022, I said my final goodbyes to my family, and I hopped on a 30-hour flight from Malaysia to America to finish out the rest of my degree and get the on-campus experience I never got back home. My family, to whom I owe this opportunity to, was worried about me coming alone. But as I look around me, the only thing I see are the faces of my friends, my classmates, my support system, and my family, the people that I call home. Mom, Dad, Joe, Josh, I know you guys weren't able to be here today, but if you're watching, hi. I miss you guys a lot. You know, it's been 2 years since I've seen all of you, and I really wish you were all here with me today. But one day, I will come and visit you in all the countries that you guys have gone to, and I expect nothing but the best tour. But I could not be standing up here today without your support. Even though we live all over the world, and I haven't been able to see you in 2 years, I've kept all of you with me ever since I left, and I will keep you guys with me until I see you again. Coming to the school has allowed me to grow in ways that I never foresaw. Not only have I found the most incredible support system, I found myself. At times, I speed ran my college career just a little bit. For those of you that know, I would take 9 classes a semester. I would have endless sleepless nights, jobs on jobs on jobs, multiple clubs, and just too many hair colors, but I pushed. I think the blue is the best one, so let's stick with this for a bit more. Through every obstacle and hurdle, even though some seemed larger than life at most times, and it's not too hard to do, assuming my short stature, I pushed through. Everyone says that the hardest part of anything is starting it, but truthfully, the hardest part of anything is seeing it through and completing it. And that is something that all of us have proved by being in this room today. Now, I get to tell my kids that since I graduated before I was 20, they have no excuses for anything. As we all walk out of here today, the only thing I want to leave you guys with is this. For anyone who's ever said, it's not about the destination, it's always about the journey. Are you crazy? Look at the destination that we are at today. Just look at it. All jokes aside though, this success that you are standing in today, having accomplished this, it would not have been made possible without your journey. Without your twists, your turns, your road less traveled. Shout out to Robert Smith. This destination is here because of your journey. Even if you had to crawl, slide, jump, leap, however you had to get over the finish line, you have made it, and that is why we are here today. So join me in congratulating this class of 2024.
Thank you, Kayleigh. Today we confer an honorary degree to Mr. Mark Willett. Mark, would you join me up here and stand, please? It's always more embarrassing if you make the person stand while you talk about them and compliment them. Mark is a proud graduate of SNHU, which was then known as New Hampshire College, when he was in the class of 1977. Mark's journey at SNHU began as a student athlete, where he left an indelible mark on the basketball court. But his impact on the SNHU community extends far beyond athletics, and he was a really star basketball player at the time. Mark served on our board of trustees for more than 3 decades. He's a true champion of our mission and values. Over the year, he's played a pivotal role in shaping our university. And I don't know if there's anyone who's more committed to this place than Mark. He's the person I could call at any time when he was our board chair, and we worked closely together, and we could brainstorm, we could problem solve. I could say, Mark, I don't understand how we get through this piece. And Mark was always wise and gentle in his counsel and humble in terms of a sense of, but let's work on this together. Not I know, but we can figure it out together. He has been a mentor to many faculty and staff. He's been a guest speaker in the classroom. Outside of his role at SNHU, Mark has been a global business consultant, a leader and executive, leading organizations to new heights of success. Mark's tenure at IBM stood as a testament to his exemplary leadership and managerial prowess. He was responsible for IBM's global sales operations spanning 170 countries. Mark oversaw a vast network of over 3,000 professionals, shaping the trajectory of one of the world's leading technology giants. His strategic vision was instrumental in driving the company's growth and success, setting a benchmark for excellence in global operations, finance, and executive development. I'm grateful to Mark for our many years of friendship and support. When we read citations like this, what I always feel frustrated about is that you hear the CV, you hear the contributions, but what you don't really get are the moments of humanity and kindness and grace that exemplify someone like Mark, and those are in the texture of everyday relationships. There's no better person to be in a relationship with than Mark Willett, who's been a good friend and a dedicated champion of education, of SNHU, and of you all. Please join me in celebrating these contributions of over 3 decades. Mark, thank you. Congratulations very much. Very good to do someone. Dr. Willett. Thank you.
I got him down here.
You got it? Okay.
Well, good morning. I am deeply, deeply humbled and grateful. President LeBlanc, soon to be President Ryerson, my former colleagues and friends of the board, distinguished faculty and staff, family and friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2024. Good morning. What a great day. Congratulations. Well, I've got good news and bad news. You guys know, as always, the bad news is first. I'm back. And I have over a half a century of experiences at Southern New Hampshire University in one form or another that I could talk to you about this morning. The good news, they only gave me 4 minutes to do it, so you're off the hook. Southern New Hampshire University changed the trajectory of my life and many other lives by providing hope. You may think that the well-deserved and hard-earned degree that you will receive shortly is the most important thing that you take with you today as you prepare to celebrate and travel life's journey. But you also take something with you that I believe is equally, if not far more impactful. Let me tell you a true story to help you explain. The year is 2012. I happen to be working in Manhattan, and at the time, many large corporations participated in a program called the Pencil Program, designed to match senior executives with elementary schools in a variety of ways. I happened to choose an elementary school in the inner city. The school had a fence around it with barbed wire on top and an armed officer at the entrance. An auspicious start for sure. I met the principal, who years later would actually become a SNHU employee, to discuss how I could best help. She told me the biggest problem she was having was getting the kids to come to school consistently, and then asked me to think about anybody that I knew in the sports world or a celebrity that would be willing to speak to them and tell them their story, because you see, it helped to draw the kids to come to school. You have to understand, these kids had two choices every day when they woke up, from wherever they woke up. They could either cross the streets and come to school, or be enticed at every street corner into a darker life. So I contacted everybody I knew in an attempt to help, and several meetings later, we discussed the possibility that if she could get the school board to help offset the cost of 2 yellow buses, I would contact my friends at Southern New Hampshire and see if they would be willing to host these kids for a day. I remember clearly, it was a Saturday morning, and I sent an email to Paul with a request, not really anticipating what the outcome might be. Well, as you can imagine, within an hour, Paul had all of the right people engaged. Not only did they have a day planned, they had a whole weekend planned for these kids. Mind you, many of these kids had never been out of the city. Some of them had never seen a tree. And none of them knew anything about college, or in fact knew anybody that had gone to college. That weekend was pure magic. The professors, all of my colleagues and friends in the front rows, gave up their weekend to speak to these kids about what college was like, what they could learn. Folks came in to speak to them about financial aid, and the staff took them bowling, bought them pizza, and put them up in a local hotel. A hotel. They ate in the cafeteria, watched some of the teams play sports on campus, and they played basketball and took class picture in the gym. It was life-changing. At that moment, I could not have been more proud of my alma mater and the wonderful people who make it what it is. Fast forward several years later, one of those kids applies and is accepted at Southern New Hampshire University. 4 years after that, he's sitting where you are sitting right now, graduating. That day, it was much more than a degree that he received. SNHU had given him hope. Truly lasting happiness can only be achieved in the agency of others, which is why buying into something that's greater than your own self-interest, be it a business or an organization or a cause or a team, will give you deep, lasting fulfillment. And perhaps, just maybe, that's why we are all here in the first place. Not for ourselves, but for each other. Charles Schulz, the creator of the comic strip Peanuts, said it best. The people that make the most difference in your life will not be the ones with the most credentials, or the most money, or even celebrity. They will simply be the ones who care the most. So my wish for each of you is to know this joy, to be a full participant in a lifetime of learning, to challenge the status quo, to never stop asking the question why, to take the time to learn other people's stories, and allow yourself to be vulnerable. Embrace as many sunrises and sunsets as possible. So as you leave here today, newly minted graduates and alumni, know this, that you have been an active participant in the greatest story ever told in higher education. It's the story of hope. Thank you, and may God bless the class of 2024. Now, if you'll indulge me for one more minute, I know the security guards are going to probably jump up and get me. I only had 4 minutes. I'm going to take 30 seconds more. As you heard from the provost, this is the first of 4 commencements this weekend for SNHU, the last being tomorrow afternoon. It also marks, as you well know, the last commencement weekend in over 2 decades for President LeBlanc to preside over these celebrations. I know you're fully aware of all the truly incredible accomplishments realized under Paul's leadership. In my opinion, he is the most innovative, consequential higher education leader of this generation. So, I would ask you please, one more time, to join me in saying thank you with one more round of applause.
Thank you, Mark, for your dedicated service and generosity to the SNHU community. What a celebration we're having this morning. And now it is my great pleasure to announce our Faculty and Staff Awards. Each spring, we recognize outstanding faculty members with our Excellence in Teaching Awards. These awards are all student nominated and selected by an committee of academic leadership based on the criteria outlined in the program. When I call your name, please join me on the stage to receive your award. It is now my great honor to present the 2024 Excellence in Teaching Award winner for full-time faculty to Dr. Kishore Pochampally. And now I am honored to present the 2024 Excellence in Teaching Award for adjunct faculty to Lisa LaValle. Another round of congratulations to Kishore and Lisa, and great gratitude for all you do for our learners. For every commencement, we also ask the student body to nominate someone at SNHU, someone that has made an impact during their time with us. Hundreds of staff members from several departments were nominated this year, and a committee of academic and student experience leaders chose a winner to be recognized today. I am so excited and delighted to present the 2024 Excellence in Student Support Award to Elena Nee.
Congratulations to all the winners. Last fall, we lost a very cherished member of the SNHU community, Laura Cordry. She was the Vice President of Student Experience. If you were to ask the hundreds of staff members and students that Laura interacted with in her 13 years here, they will tell you she was an incredible mentor, a leader, an advocate. She was a great friend. She was funny. She was smart. And she always, always, always kept students at the heart of the work. We consider her part of our family, and she and her family will always have a place here at SNHU. I'm pleased to present the 2024 Excellence in Student Support Award to Laura Cordry, accepted today by her wife Jessica and her sons Noah and Owen. SNHU has a long and deep history in serving our military students and veterans. We always have a pretty large percentage of them across our graduation ceremonies. Today, I would like to recognize our two ROTC graduates from the program here on campus. I'd ask our cadets, Rosia Akaba and Quinn Erickson, to please stand while you applaud for them. They will be formally commissioned at a ceremony. Where are they? Let me see. Oh, there they are. They'll be formally commissioned later this month. We're always so happy to be celebrating together. Inevitably, because we are a very large university and the way life happens, we lose people along the way. And we want to take a moment to recognize the graduates who will receive posthumous degrees and ask you to keep them and their families in your thoughts. I'm going to read their names if we could just take a moment of silence. Robert Duet, Master of Science. Ethan John Vasheko, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Emily Kaczynski, Bachelor of Science. And we also lost members of our SNHU faculty and staff this year. I mentioned Laura Cordry, but we also recognize beloved colleagues Brenda Labrie, Richard Ayers, and Sabrina Earle. May they all rest in peace. At each ceremony, we recognize the hard work of our cohorts of doctoral candidates. They participated in a hooding ceremony with their dissertation chairs and family last night, and now I invite them to come forward to receive their diplomas. I'd like to invite Lisa Marsh Ryerson, our university provost, to help me confer the degrees.
President LeBlanc, the candidates before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula. I am pleased to present our newest Doctor of Philosophy of International Business.
Right there. So, and you will have this a little bit later on, just a few minutes when you get your degrees. I have to read some legal language to make all this legitimate, so bear with me. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer on you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of International Business with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Now please join me in congratulating one of our newest doctors as Dr. Nassetti reads their name. Congratulations.
Dr. Kelly Grant.
Right there, right there. Now we will recognize our doctors in education program. Lisa?
President LeBlanc, the candidates before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula. I am pleased to present our newest Doctors of Philosophy in Educational Leadership and Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership.
Here we go again. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer on you the degrees of Doctors of Philosophy of Educational Leadership and Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, with all rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Now please join me in congratulating each of our newest doctors as Dr. Rogers calls them forward.
Jeremy Scott Aguirre.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Bonnie Ortons Chenette. Jenny Gilmore. Jessica Nicole Grampetro. Rachel Smeedy Mans.
Congratulations, Rachel.
Kristen Moreland. Crystal Lynn Smith.
Big round of applause for our doctoral candidates. This is an enormous amount of work. Now, before we're getting to the part you've all been waiting for, where you get time on the stage, you get to see yourself on the big screen. I hope that the families will hoot and holler and make a lot of noise when they see their graduates come up. But let me tell you how this is going to happen. We're going to work from the back. You'll be dismissed by a row marshal. You have someone calling you out. You'll come up both sides. You'll hand your card to a name reader, and you'll make your way to the front of the stage to get your diploma. And this will be down below. And we'll stop. You'll see an X. I'm going to say this again. You'll see an X. One more time. You'll see an X. Stand at the X. Look at the camera. And you'll get a photo, which we'll get to. And then we, again, have our little bit of legal language, and then we can get this party started. Lisa?
Will the recipients of associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees please rise? President LeBlanc, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
One more time. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of International Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Science in Nursing, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Bachelor of Science, Associate of Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and Associate in Science, with all rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please be seated, and we will get you moving up to the stage. Before we come down and begin, we will first recognize our student speaker. Kayleigh, come get your degree.
Puni.
Ronan Daniel DePaul.
Bibi Shahida Hafed.
Ivan Kafel.
Miranda Jolene Miles.
Garrett William Lamb.
Stella Mackenzie Smith.
Luke John Mullen, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Collier.
Matthew Ryan Handley, summa cum laude.
Sai Monica Katikara.
Gabriel Sabolkin.
Vedant Mamidi.
Justin Michael Silva, magna cum laude.
Fatima Ali.
Andrew Russell Lehman, summa cum laude.
Haley Pranav Parekh.
Samuel Logan Tyler.
Evan Maxwell Young.
Brandon Riley Martell.
Erin Marie Roderick.
Nicholas Tower.
Rebecca Wright, magna cum laude.
Jared Paul Morrison, summa cum laude.
Bree Marie, cum laude.
Colin Chow.
Connor James Gearing, cum laude.
Stephen David Renfrey.
Lena Nepal.
Evan J. Grant.
Lita Kathleen Hutchinson, magna cum laude.
Darian E. Fisher.
Benjamin W. Beeran.
Walter Julian Duarte Baracaldo, cum laude.
Dominic Paul Dupre, summa cum laude.
Ava Ray Chasevsky.
John Joseph Aquavella.
Dai Tong Mung.
Zachary Allen Young.
Claire Wallaber, magna cum laude.
Stephen Andrew Watson, cum laude.
Eileen Diaz, magna cum laude.
Christopher James Antonelli, magna cum laude.
Chiara De Valerio, summa cum laude.
Eric Curcio.
Carmen Bernardis, summa cum laude.
Austin Henry Dearborn.
Marjorie Stephanie Nolasco Ramirez.
Jason David Martineau.
Jackson C.N. Aldridge.
Dominic Iannacci.
Jack R. Morton.
Joseph William Bigos III.
Tucker Twardowski, summa cum laude.
Lindsay Rose Agresti, magna cum laude.
Leticia M. Toledo, summa cum laude.
Tori Lynn Fulham, summa cum laude.
Sanihita Mekala.
Brendan Thomas Mulroy Cronshaw.
Juliet Lynn Slobogan.
Taisha Desiree Martinez, summa cum laude.
Mitchell John Anderson.
Tomiko A. Barnes.
Joshua Holt Fairbanks.
Michaela Parent, magna cum laude.
Renaud Evans Pelletier, magna cum laude.
Shaylee Joe Stevenson King.
Andrew Patrick Ruffing, magna cum laude.
Benjamin Jacob Young.
Adam Leonard Nicolai, magna cum laude.
Molly Elizabeth Gallagher, cum laude.
Catherine Lee Lucas, magna cum laude.
Brian Shaw, magna cum laude.
Dante Reese Tyler.
Marco David Peasy.
Jamie Lachine.
Julia Ann Covell, summa cum laude.
Alicia De Castro, cum laude.
Emily Jessica Ashley Sackler, magna cum laude.
Matthew Smith.
Penny Lane McNeese, summa cum laude.
Benjamin Cooper Micas, magna cum laude.
Aya Hakima Awabadia, magna cum laude.
Shenna Ineza, cum laude.
Austin T. Nevins.
Benjamin A. Roulard.
Robert William Jandrew.
Anthony Evaristo Pacheco.
Elizabeth Heffernan.
Aparna Rai.
Jenna Catherine Moretto, magna cum laude.
Richard James Lemon III, cum laude.
Cameron Lawrence Cody, magna cum laude.
Dylan Sebastian Driggers.
Jack Charles Taronis, summa cum laude.
Miguel Santiago Duarte.
Boston Jacob Eicher.
Yoshinori Taguchi, summa cum laude.
Joseph Anthony Bodie, summa cum laude.
Jonathan Burling, cum laude.
Brett Russell Labonte.
Jesse Dan Hartog, summa cum laude.
Kyle Reynolds Prue, cum laude.
Ashok Chalagundla.
James Carpenter, summa cum laude.
Ana Martina Sofia Louise Christus, magna cum laude.
Michaela Courtney Cedarberg, summa cum laude.
Emma Jean Thibodeau.
Hannah Elizabeth Lorraine Call.
Hannah Rose Clunan.
Kevin Sullivan III, summa cum laude.
Taryn Nicole Hildebrand, cum laude.
Edward Henry McDermott V, magna cum laude.
Tyler Aaron Lizotte.
Jacob Arthur Bragg.
Travis Michael Perry.
Noah W. Marquis.
Jason Paul Donahoe, magna cum laude.
Annabella Wojcik.
Alexandra Claire Smith, summa cum laude.
Anna Lendry.
Nastejo Kamis Mohammed, cum laude.
Erica Christine Ware, cum laude.
Uday Kumar Thimayapali.
Paige E. Webb, summa cum laude.
David Joseph Welch IV, cum laude.
Tyler Scott Middlemiss.
Danny Kapiamba Kabengale.
John Allen Jules Pinkston.
Lauren Colby Pelletier.
Jacob Shea Conroy.
Catherine Amelia Reff, summa cum laude.
Samantha Jane Haviland, summa cum laude.
Justin Arthur Spingle, summa cum laude.
Logan Michael Bover, cum laude.
Gertrude Salome Frash, cum laude.
Elijah Robert Demio, cum laude.
Courtney E. Olson, magna cum laude.
Jared Alexander Beauregard, cum laude.
Patrick Thomas Proctor, cum laude.
Kayla Marie Torres.
Madison Sidney Blazejowski, summa cum laude.
Elliot Smith, magna cum laude.
Trevor Lawrence Robbins, summa cum laude.
Jason Max Kelly, magna cum laude.
Brady Alexander Filio, magna cum laude.
Seamus O'Reilly.
Howard Young, magna cum laude.
Isabella Grace Dickinson, summa cum laude.
Derek Darnell Grant Jr.
Shannon Maria Gifford, summa cum laude.
Noah Kamba.
Hannah Ryan DeRock, cum laude.
Jacob Allen Dumont, summa cum laude.
Parker Riley Hanson.
Benjamin Aaron Brown, magna cum laude.
Jacob Everett Ranney.
Jameson Michael Riley, cum laude.
Harry Vargas Segura.
James Joseph Carpenter, cum laude.
Jorge Burgos.
Jack Patrick Fitzgerald, summa cum laude.
Adnan Livadic, cum laude.
Cameron Elizabeth Carlson, magna cum laude.
John Michael Maloro, magna cum laude.
Helena Cleo Stitham.
Scott Francis Landis Jr.
Caitlin Elizabeth McCarthy, magna cum laude.
Alexandra Rose Isitz.
Zachary Levy, magna cum laude.
Drew Thomas Saba, magna cum laude.
Michael Edward Dowling, cum laude.
Vidasai Gumantala.
Ethan Cedric Jean Charles.
Bharat Naredla.
Hannah Kathleen Dobecki, summa cum laude.
Purna Chandra.
Allison Rose Calantoni, cum laude.
Aravind Srivatsa.
Cynthia Saya, summa cum laude.
Surab Parishar Bodige.
Ana Maribel Peña, summa cum laude.
Vivekananda Tota.
Dolores Perry.
Surakanti Rajesh.
Bethany Rochelle Langley, magna cum laude.
Rajesh Parsa.
Christopher J. Ivy.
Kiran Pipriya.
Jacob Q. Fratilada.
Shalini Bora.
Stephen Sebastian Braswell.
Audrey Chapman, summa cum laude.
Emily K. Mooney.
Igor Kotala, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Daniel Duity.
Colby Matthew Willis, magna cum laude.
Matthew Robert Bostrup.
Sky Cody Fovell, cum laude.
Zach Stephen Kaplan, magna cum laude.
Alana Page Grillo, cum laude.
Brendan Thomas Colleran.
Bryce J. Karen, summa cum laude.
Nicholas E. D'Amico, magna cum laude.
Zachary Ryan Finnegan, cum laude.
Shea Noel Sarvella, summa cum laude.
Timothy M. Berard, summa cum laude.
Ashley Rose O'Neill.
Nitin Nandakumar.
Anthony D. Winston Jr.
Jay Nath.
Andrew Christopher Canotas.
Ramakant Reddy Vanga.
Cameron Burns, cum laude.
Bhagavati Yadav.
Kelly Downey.
Shivani Malvia.
Peyton Lynn Mahoney, magna cum laude.
Jonabak Choniv John Ugli Saripov.
Alka Gurung.
Lakshmi Priyanka Veldandi.
Suman Gurung.
Nandini Mudapuram.
Zihao Liang.
Deepkumar Vijaybai Patel.
Daniel James Kaplan.
Dennis Mutlum.
Joseph Radigan.
Banu Teja Shivangula.
Marie Clement Saror Yapi.
Juhita Goli.
Shrujana Kalitkar.
Cameron Garrett Fillion.
Andrew Forrest Reed, cum laude.
Amber Nicole Bickerton.
Varsha Ganti.
Jessica Gamil Solomon.
Priyanka Amulya Chukapali.
Sai Chandra.
Sucharita Loka.
Kalyan Sai Kanduri.
Venkata Rahul Nayani.
Pradyumna Bolapragada.
Tyler Coates Seaver, cum laude.
Shri Krishna Bachu.
Joseph Gregory Maloney.
Srinivas Reddy Gade.
Logan A. DeMauro.
Jalaga Nikhil.
Daniel Arthur Roy.
Akhil Kumar Puluri.
Joel Edward Platt, summa cum laude.
Tanner Deshelle McCarthy.
Megan Elizabeth Murray, summa cum laude.
Okongwu Chukudubem.
Miranda Rose Fury.
Darvin P. Oja, cum laude.
David Russell LaSalle.
Ashley Mary Tierney.
Caitlin Peralt, summa cum laude.
Kittipong Anna Supamongo.
Aaron Pippin Owajan.
David A. LaFond.
Anna Frederick Sekema.
Rafael Olukayada Daniel.
John Henry Stayskull.
Matthew Aaron Prescott.
William Aaron Cohen.
Melissa Flores Hidalgo.
Brendan L. Grace.
David Timothy Bergeron.
Corina Witcher.
Joshua Vaughn Wells.
Julia Carmen Levine.
Rumbidzai Lynn Kasinamunda.
Sandar We.
Ganiu Ayindi Agbula.
Sanjita K.C.
Devin M. Fritchie.
Vishnavi Muskula.
Mohammed El Halali.
Samanthai Chala.
Sodalin Hur.
Om Sai Kiran Alwal Shiva Kumar.
Sunita Kasireddy.
Pramod Reddy Tirumareddy.
Shrikant Reddy.
Vamshi Krishna Vajanapali.
Sohit Mani Katragada.
Akansha Manda.
Noah Kowak Oxendine.
Jaswant Kumar Talapaneni.
Thomas Mackenzie Wilkins, summa cum laude.
Venkatasai Akhil Yadala.
Emily Smith.
Rama Rao Kandregula.
Sadie Snell, summa cum laude.
Vibhuti Sunil Godambe.
Bo Sebastian Spillane, summa cum laude.
Charlotte Elizabeth Ulrich, magna cum laude.
Gabriela Rachel Liebenson, cum laude.
Manuel Arturo Fernandez Perez.
Adrian Marie Lafon, summa cum laude.
Madison Rose Kiley, summa cum laude.
Kelly Hunter, summa cum laude.
Joseph Henry D'Angelo, cum laude.
Dakota Anthony Miranda, summa cum laude.
Kyle Jordan Boucher.
Erin Rose Cleary.
Justin Michael Quinton, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Heller de la Vecchia, cum laude.
Lauren Nicole Ruffin, magna cum laude.
Patrick S. Levesque.
Bryn Renee Stokel.
Abigail Rose Saline.
Chloe Elizabeth Wood, summa cum laude.
Hannah Rose Champagne, summa cum laude.
Evangelia Polixeni Georgopoulos, summa cum laude.
Molly Ann McGurk.
Alexandra Victoria Metro.
Jillian Lee Morani, magna cum laude.
Jack T. Wishart.
Faith S. Gormley, summa cum laude.
Demetrio Eliash.
Samantha Dane Romps.
Catherine L.
Nora Joan Woody.
Elizabeth Jean Brown, magna cum laude.
Bree Potter, magna cum laude.
Brian DeRoja.
Sarah E. Burley.
Lucas Paul Frazier.
Paige Elizabeth Castell, cum laude.
Devin Pierre Pouliot.
Paige Judith Brooks, cum laude.
Morgan Julia Sweeney, summa cum laude.
Skylar May Gustus.
Dominic Antonio Linares.
Juliana Lauren Amico, magna cum laude.
Madeline J. Baker, summa cum laude.
Amelia Michelle DePerry, magna cum laude.
Samantha Jane Haviland, summa cum laude.
Kylie Elizabeth Marsh, magna cum laude.
Diono Lillian Prohl, cum laude.
Morgan Elizabeth Blaze.
Abigail Susan Cotula, magna cum laude.
Matthew DiMarino, magna cum laude.
Margaret Rose Stone, cum laude.
Todd Fuentes.
Hannah Grace Coughlin.
Matthew Vincent Gianbartolome, magna cum laude.
Shannon T. Wallace, cum laude.
Kai Shimp, cum laude.
Lauren Frazier.
John Michael Manzi.
Kendra Noel Cardy, magna cum laude.
Noah Quet.
Mallory Lisa Rechko, cum laude.
Jack Davis Cerullo, magna cum laude.
Shannon Grace Jackman.
Joshua McConna Finkelstein.
Dalton Richard Rancourt, cum laude.
Mackenzie Lee Bertiome, cum laude.
Preston Santos.
Allison Diane Croto.
Preston Neal, summa cum laude.
Jacob Anthony Figueroa.
Alyssa Nicole Anderson, cum laude.
Kara Fogarty, cum laude.
Malachi Emma Wooswell Weibel.
Courtney Dadley.
Macaroni Quinn Weiss, cum laude.
Cassandra Rose Alvarez.
Julia Marie Colby, cum laude.
Danelis Espinet.
Jessica Ann Knight.
Thomas James Marchand, summa cum laude.
Olivia Grace Sear, summa cum laude.
Sarah Teresa Torres, cum laude.
Maya Diane Capel, cum laude.
Ruby Isabel Bratcher, summa cum laude.
Sean Michael Tarian, cum laude.
Savannah Marie Jones, cum laude.
Kyle James Sosi, cum laude.
Taylor Lee Kennedy, summa cum laude.
Alma Faslick, magna cum laude.
Rachel Marie Zarba, cum laude.
Lauren Catherine George.
Brooke Elizabeth Bartlett, cum laude.
Jillian P. Valancourt, summa cum laude.
Liliana Jurzak.
Cameron Robert Femer Lafontaine.
Kylie Morgan Russo, summa cum laude.
Alicia A. De Castro, cum laude.
Pedro Arzuaga III.
Corey Elise Chamberlain, summa cum laude.
Rebecca L. Furlot, magna cum laude.
Gregory Mador, cum laude.
Emma R. Catania.
Zach Anthony Luongo.
Kelsey Elizabeth Bates, magna cum laude.
Abigail Pauline Hurd, summa cum laude.
Taylor L. Maley, summa cum laude.
Heather Julia Luby, summa cum laude.
Millicent Mary Belasco, cum laude.
Shannon Kathleen Luby, summa cum laude.
Michaela Angela Kelly, summa cum laude.
Carla Marianne Yanes, cum laude.
Nicole Catherine Tarantino, summa cum laude.
Natalia Maria Wallach, summa cum laude.
Matthew William David Hamill.
Shaylin Alexa McAnulty. Mariana May Spencer.
Yeremiash Tomash Konopka, magna cum laude.
Gina A. Lindley.
Connor Bruno Armstrong.
Lily Dabillas, summa cum laude.
Zachary Ryan Legros.
Benjamin Alex Nicholson, cum laude.
Kiana Giselle Dedeo, cum laude.
Christopher Edward Hopi Jr., cum laude.
Emma R. Crawford, cum laude.
Crimson Stambaugh, summa cum laude.
Chloe Elizabeth Duchesneau, summa cum laude.
Maria Michelle Hansen.
Paige Olivia McNamara, magna cum laude.
Ian Scott Galicia Vivar.
Connor Liam Gettle.
Amelia Ruth Ramsey.
Kylie Josephine Jackson, magna cum laude.
Amelia Ruth Ramsey.
Christopher Allen Tutt, Jr., summa cum laude.
Madison Alexandra Jade.
Spencer Clayton Tyler, cum laude.
Caleb Matthew Fearon, cum laude.
Amber Nicole DiPietro, cum laude.
Sean William DeMott.
Ryan Robert Bogadio.
Logan Dorr, magna cum laude.
Amanda Melissa Goyette, summa cum laude.
Jasmine Marie Richards.
Nicole Catherine Thompson, cum laude.
Nicole Mackenzie LaRock, cum laude.
Maggie Rose Donovan, cum laude.
Anna Haas, summa cum laude.
Christopher Michael Passwaters.
Luke Zemianek, cum laude.
James Paul Baxter, magna cum laude.
Brooke Ann Silva, cum laude.
Jordan Xavier Osborne.
Edwin Pascual Acosta Perez.
Candace Lucia.
Zachary James Tower.
Olivia Madeline Gage, summa cum laude.
Kayleigh Marie Quinones Baird.
Esther Noemi Mills, summa cum laude.
Jet James Moulton, cum laude.
Shelby N. Headland, cum laude.
Isabel M. Grace.
Aiden Connor Lang.
Julia Elizabeth Almonte, summa cum laude.
Anthony Joseph Ventura.
Callie Michelle Wilbur, cum laude.
Evelyn Olivia Morales, magna cum laude.
Emily Blaze.
Grace Marie O'Donnell.
Megan Frazier.
Olivia Grossi Pemberton.
Christopher Kevin Kelly.
Samantha Marie Nunes.
Dominic Joseph Galante, summa cum laude.
Julia G. Saladino, magna cum laude.
Casimira Fischera, summa cum laude.
Rosalind Ramos.
Abigail Major.
Grace Emily Collins.
Stephen Huang.
Kira Mackenzie Lopashevich, magna cum laude.
Sean Lightbody, cum laude.
Whitney Love.
Matthew Lanzarone, summa cum laude.
Madison Rowe.
Christopher Carpinelli.
Logan Pinard Moulton, cum laude.
Nolan Patrick Kelly, magna cum laude.
Emily June Parento, magna cum laude.
Cameron Connor Dubois, cum laude.
Carly Grass, summa cum laude.
Marcus Anthony Stamper.
Adam Joseph Clement.
Dean J. Antonelli.
Amra Ibrahimovic, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Ryan Sheppy, magna cum laude.
Suhali Patel.
Griffin David Gardner, cum laude.
Chantel Destiny Chandler.
Connor Hartley Lisher.
Grace Kim, cum laude.
Hunter Jack Duggan.
Florence Lords, cum laude.
Janea Parsons, cum laude.
Cirisa Nieves, cum laude.
Wyatt G. Hudson, magna cum laude.
Paul William Lammy, magna cum laude.
Aiden Giles Barrett, summa cum laude.
Paul Antuano, cum laude.
Joshua Umberto Tucci.
Vincent Todd Horscati, summa cum laude.
Brittany Elizabeth Whiting, cum laude.
Benjamin Andrew Levine, cum laude.
Grace Elizabeth Van Buren, summa cum laude.
Cameron William DeMarco, cum laude.
Connor Stephen Thompson.
Carolyn G. Coviello.
Kayla Angelique Brennan, cum laude.
Samuel Joseph Fontecchio.
Brian Babson, summa cum laude.
Paige Arden Robinson, cum laude.
Jacob Timothy Babson.
Diego J. Trevino, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Marie Frazier.
Thomas Frederick Matuszewski, summa cum laude.
Samuel Dimitri Befumo, magna cum laude. Camden D. Jurowicz, cum laude.
Alicia Marie Fiore, summa cum laude.
Lauren Pilar Quintana, summa cum laude.
Melissa Perkins, summa cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Hooley, summa cum laude.
Trinity Cortez, cum laude.
Krista Marie Libos, cum laude.
Robert Fawcett.
Joshua Di Napoli, cum laude.
Nathaniel Robert Adonizio, summa cum laude.
Sean Patrick Morgan, magna cum laude.
Anthony Peter Connor.
Christopher Thomas Byrne, cum laude.
Andrew Christian Sterling, summa cum laude.
Haley Nicole Lyon, cum laude.
Hoi Duong Min Ho, summa cum laude.
Rachel Rose Kelly.
Mark Allen Stuke.
Carly Lynn Burnham, summa cum laude.
Shane Austin Lucci.
Kevin Matthew Bueno.
Joseph Richard Owen.
Catherine Lynn McCoy, summa cum laude.
Jacob Scott Spellman.
Cassidy Ann Barkham, summa cum laude.
Christopher Ryan Locke, summa cum laude.
Ashley Elizabeth Nudd, summa cum laude.
Calvin Franklin Freer.
Ilis O'Brien, summa cum laude.
Evan Michael Dyer, cum laude.
Ethan Eduino Azevedo Leo.
Zachary William Kane.
Elias Joshua Cohen.
Kelly Francis Lavoie.
Autumn Emily Cohen, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Murray Tufts.
Emma Elizabeth E. Ramos, summa cum laude.
Hannah Claire DeLongchamp.
Naya Marley Trudell, summa cum laude.
William Joseph Cantwell IV, magna cum laude.
Christian Fabro, magna cum laude.
Joseph Page Wilder, magna cum laude.
Rocio Acaba.
Matthew David Maishok, summa cum laude.
Quinn Gustav Erickson.
Justin William Perkins, magna cum laude.
Dylan Thomas O'Sullivan, summa cum laude.
Nicholas James Sergio.
Ariana Veronica Ferrier, magna cum laude.
Victor Mejia Toch.
Abigail Jean Haggerty, magna cum laude.
Joshua Michael Varney.
Lainey Ruth McKechnie, magna cum laude.
Ricania Polisant, magna cum laude.
Jill Ashley Johnson, cum laude.
Jacob Robert Mador.
Janessa A. Brunette, summa cum laude.
Catherine Ann Swineford.
Adobe Wanko, summa cum laude.
Matthew Ryan.
Anna Ruth Lilly, cum laude.
Andre Bogdan.
Gately May Beckman.
Brianna Rose Tilton, summa cum laude.
Samuel Xavier Payne.
Jackson Derek Gustafson.
Ty Allen Carpino, summa cum laude.
Gabriel Allen Camuso.
Trevor John LaRusso.
Danny Chanita, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Langston.
Trevor Michael Harrington, magna cum laude.
Mary Lynn Millette.
Dawson Wayne Center.
Hope C. Sornborger.
Tyler Maxwell Cardozo, summa cum laude.
Jenny Degree.
Alex Chandler St. John, magna cum laude.
Echo Bowen.
Matthew Jackson Turner.
Jamal Ali Hussein. Kim Gagne. Megan Oliver Regier. Elena Nguyen. Deborah Ann Shalfa. Noah Edward Orr. Austin Michael Cardosi. Noah Robert Fortin, magna cum laude. Grant D. Lebrec. James Paul Petty Rust. Daniel John Warner. Andre Josepha Lacaste. Andre Josepha Lacaste. Kevin Christopher Bolduc. David Claude Brito, cum laude. Sean Michael Durba. Connor James Fincham. Maria Alejandra Tupin. Foster D. Vio. Brooke Elizabeth DeRoche, summa cum laude. Dominic Hurto Jones, cum laude. Zachary Michael Bunyan. Roshan Dukba, magna cum laude. Rafiat Olatulosi Mustafa.
Well, that was great. Why don't you all take a moment to find your family and friends in the audience and give them a big round of applause for all the support. It's now my pleasure to introduce our Alumni Board Vice President, Gloria Lee. Gloria, please come to the podium.
Love it. Hello. Congratulations to our newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. On behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 250,000 SNHU alumni from around the world congratulate you on your success and hope you will become an active part of the SNHU alumni community. Now, for the turning of the tassel. When you earn your associate's or your bachelor's degree, you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. Graduate students, you did this when you completed your undergraduate work, so if there's an undergraduate seated near you, feel free to guide them. At this time, if you are one of our learners who have earned an associate's or bachelor's degree, I invite you to stand up and participate in the ceremonial tradition. All right. So graduates, please rise if you're able and help me count down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Right? Continue to celebrate your achievements. Remember, there may be another SNHU graduate at your workplace or living right next door to you. Seek out and lean in to your vast alumni network. Congratulations and good luck on your next chapter. We cannot wait to see what you'll accomplish next. Congratulations.
And now I want to offer thanks to the members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during our commencement exercises this morning. The recessional will begin with the call of the bagpipers, followed by the platform party, faculty, and then the graduates, beginning with the front row. Please wait for the row in front of you before exiting to the center aisle, and you'll leave through the tunnel where you entered. Guests, I'd ask you to exit the building and meet your graduates outside. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2024.